Yo, what is up, guys? For the two people who are watching this match, welcome. This is the 2RAV versus SKL Alpha Wars match. I'm your host, Gumbo, and I'm joined by my we like to call ourselves the Three Stooges, and the two other Stooges are TJ and Hick. Say hello.
Hey guys, I'm Curly from the Three Stooges.
Yeah. I don't actually know the Three Stooges' names. I didn't even
What?
realize they had a name. I'm gonna be real, so
Oh,
yeah. I'm not
fake,
a real
fake
fan.
fan,
I'm not
fake
a real
fan.
fan. Yep. Yep. I understand. And TJ, hello.
Hello, hello. Yes, I'm here also.
Yes, yes. Okay, okay. Well, we got ourselves is this the quarterfinals? Are we doing the
Yes.
quarters now?
Yeah, this is top eight. And
Yep.
then next week we have top four. And then
Yep.
the finals.
Gotcha. I see, I see. Okay. So next week is top four, and then the week after is finals.
Yep.
Okay, good.
So today, or this weekend really, every team that loses is out.
I see.
So this is like do or die situation. You gotta clutch up and win your match, or else you're out of the running for getting top four, which means, you get some of the cool rewards for getting top four. So
Yeah, but really the biggest prize of this tournament is the bragging rights. Am I right?
oh yeah, I
Yeah,
can't
I
wait
mean, of
to
course. Also,
can't wait to tell my mom about winning Alpha.
Yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna print the match results and put them up on my fridge
hey
if
man,
I win.
that season one banner, you know,
Yeah,
kind of cute with the gold Nexus.
yep,
One time item perhaps.
yep, yep.
Hard to say. They'd probably put it on. Yeah, never mind. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, I'd say a lot of his breaking rights. But also, I think a lot of outfits just want to see themselves do well.
Oh yeah,
You
Who
I've
know,
doesn't?
definitely seen a lot of outfits improve a lot throughout the tournament and learn kind of like the meta for quote unquote competitive planet side. Um, and it's been really cool to see the meta evolve over the weeks.
I see, I see. Well, we got 2RAF and SKL. We got ourselves around 8 minutes left on the timer. Would one of you like to take us through the match history or the record of both of these teams that we're watching? 2RAF and SKL.
Sure.
How are they?
So I'll start with two RAF. They did pretty good in group stage. They started week one by they beat two RAF or not two. They beat VSTD
Yep.
pretty confidently with a quick warp gate, and then week two they ended up playing against Recursion, and that would be rough for any team. So they lost to Recursion, but they came back week three and were able to warp gate AODR, which led to week four and a pretty close match against Miku, which is a pretty strong team that they were able to beat, and they were able to end the the group stage 3-1, which is pretty good.
Nice. Yeah,
And
Turaf, one of they've proven themselves. They are the previous Alpha Wars Desolation champions. And, them being in playoffs goes to show that they can also play the 1v1 format pretty well. How about SKL?
SKL, they started the group stage playing against 1TR, and it was a back and forth match that they pulled out a win, and they got rematched against 1TR in week two,
Oh,
and that time 1TR was able to beat them. uh, Going into week three, though, they played mid, and they had a very uh, just
didn't they
demanding
stomp
victory.
mid?
It was, I don't think anyone expected too much, but they really showed up and showed that they're also another one of these, top eight teams that people kind of don't expect from SKL because on live they are seen more of as a Zerg fit, but they've kind of really shown that they know how to play and they can move around the map fast, and infantry play has been good, and so it's It's gonna be exciting. Oh yeah, and then their last week they were able to. It's kind of a rivalry matchup. They play against VSTD, a splinter fit from SKL. And their SKL was able to beat them.
Ooh,
Pretty
the big brother beating
strong,
up the little
commanding
brother,
victory there too.
curb stomping the little brother. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any doubt on live. Both of these outfits are, considered to be Zerg fits, but they're two of the probably the best Zerg fits out there in that, yeah, they can play these I guess more competitive formats pretty well. They have good organization even despite their, very large numbers. And so yeah, it's been exciting to see these two outfits do well. I think my respect for them personally has grown a lot since starting to watch them on Nexus. So yeah, it's pretty good, I would say. Hick, any thoughts? Our friendly ghost. Look at his profile picture.
I mean, not really. To be honest, I don't know too much about.
Yeah, sorry. Hick is a Connery import. He doesn't know
I mean,
anything
I've played on
about Zerg.
Emerald for about a year now, like
Yep.
pretty much exclusively. But
Yeah.
as far as like alpha history between the two teams, like SKL obviously very prominent. Same with 2ref. In terms of skill, I can't speak for either one though. So
Yeah. I think I would give the edge in terms of air to Turaf personally. Um,
Yeah, I have to agree. They have Orax, someone who they've played with a lot in the past. Pretty sure they have Orax again this season for their air, and they've got some lane smash experience and everything, so they've done pretty well with winning the air in their matches.
sick.
hey, can
Okay.
you link me?
What? I'm
Um,
going to switch to the game so that I can set up. So yep, my thing is on B-Way right now, but do not worry guys, I have the overlay this time. No cap. For real though. Awesome. That will populate once the match starts. Game looks good. We have 3 minutes on the timer. Hick, were you gonna say something? Sorry?
no, I'm good. I'm good. Sorry.
Okay, good, good. We got the match set up. We're waiting. Oh, do I have the faction colors right? It's always a struggle.
What was the command again to join?
Slash OW space observe match, one word, and then 14 for this one. Okay, so SKL is red. They're alpha. So I'm gonna give them a purple color because they're playing, guess what? VS. And then Turaf is TR, but they're playing NC for some reason, which that doesn't still make sense to me, but that's fine. I'll give them red. So then we got purple versus red, as all things should be. Uh, we got 2 minutes left. Are you guys both in here? TJ, what's your name?
I'm on. Are you all on NSO?
Yep.
PSB X OBS X TJX NSO.
Wow, very creative name, buddy. I sent you a friend request.
Yep.
Okay.
Does the overlay not work until the match has started?
Yeah, I mean you can see yeah, basically. Basically. Yep.
Okay, because I'm gonna be keeping an eye on the stats. So just wanted to make sure I wasn't. Minute left on the match.
Yep. And
I'll
because we have a
watch.
minute delay, we can now watch. So who shall we watch? I'll watch 2RAV. Well, you know, sticking true to their guts, they have a lot of Mossies out, but they also have like, oh my god, that's so many prowlers. They have 7 prowlers up and ready to go. Look at that. They're all against the shield. They're raring to go.
Yeah,
Um,
and
yeah.
SKL side, they don't have any sides. They have one scythe.
What?
Yeah, they have an all armor opening with galaxies. So I guess they're going for turtles.
Wow,
This will be
this is
interesting.
like fire and ice type situation. These are completely different openers. Okay.
And yeah, usually the thing with turtling is you have to play very well because if you make mistakes, it's almost impossible to get back to the base on time. So we'll have to see if SKL has it in them to play well with their maxes, I assume.
Here we go. We got 5 galaxies and a bunch of armor.
Steel Rains
Oh,
from which
is it
side?
SKL?
It's blue. That's
Yeah.
Turaf. And it's like almost over SKL's mountains. I wonder if they're gonna steel rain some like anti-air or something behind them.
Yeah, because
Wait,
oh,
it looks like
no,
it's just two
Oh,
people.
nope, nope. Steel Rain on Nexus secured by 2RAF.
this is interesting. So Turaf is hacking out the tank turrets. Did they have information that SKL was going to pull armor? Otherwise, this play is completely impractical.
This is they had some advanced
They had some information.
intelligence. Maybe. I don't know who knows. Well, I don't really know what's going on in this opener. These gals, they're not dropping anybody? Or did they already go? No, there's nobody here. Well,
Perhaps it's just trying to set up some transports, but for them to stay alive against this air is going to be very difficult.
Might just be a distraction.
yeah, I think it's a distraction. There's nothing in those things.
Okay.
Nobody in there.
So SKL kind of getting stalled on these turrets
Yeah, over
when
here,
they really
Argent
should just be
Pass.
pushing through.
Where is the SKL pop?
Argent Pass right now, there's quite a few.
Is SKL red? No, SKL is blue. Nope. SKL is
Giraffe
red.
is blue.
Set-
SKL is.
This is
Gumbo
fucking
set
weird.
Empire colors. You just
No,
need
no,
to
no.
set-
I have the colors set properly in the
Yes.
game. I guess
We
the
have
map
to.
is fucked.
Yeah, you need to set both the Nexus colors and the Empire coloring. All the just set literally everything to Empire colors.
Yeah, I did that. Yeah. Well, like for the viewers when I'm actually spectating, it's fine. Like it's purple and versus red.
So
Yeah,
bases are
please.
just now getting flipped. Like very slow opener for both teams. Giraffe maintaining air, and SKL really just going for that armor. The interesting thing is there's still two SKL gals that's hovering above Granite Head. I don't know why Giraffe has.
Well, Turaf certainly has the air superiority as we expected them to. They're currently ground pounding the SKL armor, and also Turaf has a good amount of armor as well. So
Yeah. The fast cap right now is Arazek at minute 15. Doesn't look like it's going to be contested unless it's the last minute.
3 Sundays and a Mag Raider versus 3 Prowlers. I feel like the Prowlers win.
They're both smoking though. The air coming in from Giraffe though to help out. So
Oh yeah. Look at those rocket pods go. Turaf also has just still has so many Prowlers.
Giraffe
Okay.
flipping these points before SKL is able to flip Bitter Gorge is really going to be advantageous to them because now they can choose. Okay, do we go for the steal at Bitter Gorge or just commit to Granite Head and get there way before SKL can?
Granite Head is getting delayed. There seems to be a little setup on A point here by Turaf. They got
Yeah.
maxes and everything.
Yeah, this is a sturdy setup, somewhat. It's a pretty good setup. It's a pretty good commitment from Turaf. So yeah,
Bitter
it's gonna
Gorge was
slow down their cap like quite a lot.
Bitter Gorge is getting stalled right now by SKL somehow, or no. Giraffe actually came in and managed to stall it. Just adding more time between Arzek and Bitter Gorge, so now Giraffe might be going for a Bitter Gorge Stairs to steal.
Turaf has their Prowlers moving in through Bitter Gorge to start to contest this SKL armor that's rolling in.
I'm not sure how they plan to get, I guess, their troops there, but I don't see any transports up.
Oh, Turaf is Turaf and SKL battling over A point. I think Turaf has too many people. there's not enough SKL players to break this 8-point Turaf.
Oh, like Granite? Yeah.
Turaf has 2 sturdy maxes holding it down. And SKL has no maxes. Oh, that's a good C4.
Bitter Gorge stalled again. And yeah, Turaf is dropping here at Bitter Gorge.
Really?
They flipped all 3 points in favor of Turaf.
Okay.
So exactly what I predicted would happen happened.
Okay, my squad waypoints are not setting. That's a bummer. It's okay. Thank you. You should be up to 7.
Very good before our team lead.
So yeah, Turaf steals the cap of Bitter Gorge, where SKL really committed most of their troops in Armor 2. And now it's all over Granite Head. That's really the main. SKL loses this, it might be all over.
Yep.
I hate to call the match.
They need to break this 8-point hold. I think there's still 8. Wait, Turaf hold. Yep. On 8-point. And yeah, as you said, it's delayed them by quite a bit. Turaf is. Yeah, I mean, there's no SKL. It's all Turaf. Right? Holding the points, but.
The thing is, SKL's, they're not even trying to like sneak in any transports or anything. Turaf isn't really watching SKL's warp gate that closely. Well, as I say that, there's a site sneaking out to try to get a back cap going, but I feel like they could definitely sneak some galaxies by and try to get some more movement going.
The interesting thing about this Granite Head fight right now is it's getting stalled again to the point where Bitter Gorge could get flipped back in SKL's favor and cap before Granite Head to be.
I saw that SKL actually redeployed back to Bitter Gorge. They have a ton of armor here. Is this 2 ref armor? No. It's 2 ref armor
so
with
2 ref
SKL
armor.
infantry.
SKL has more pop
The infantry, yep.
and max.
Fooled.
So SKL go for the recap, giving up Bitter or Granite Head. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you get these, you know, everybody gets these bases mixed up.
Still win this.
The pop is pretty spread out. Bitter Gorge wise, SKL has all 3 points right now. Granite Head's
Two ref, yeah,
all
flipped
2
all
ref.
3 points.
Yep, and then I'm gonna go to SATCOM because we haven't looked at that yet. This is more of a split where these people fight.
It really seems like SKL is trying to give up Granite Head and cap the outside 2 bases back.
Yep,
They
that's what
got-
it looks like. SKL wipes 2 ref at SATCOM, at least on the point floor.
Yeah, SATCOM is a very difficult base to cap, but if SKL can do it before 2 ref responds, it's gonna be an interesting match, I guess.
Sheesh! Look at that Renegade Flash. It's pretty sick.
Good. Get back to Bitter Gorge. 20 seconds left on that cap.
Yeah, both points are counting down pretty close. We'll see if either of them can go through.
B point's getting touched right now by Tori's Bacon.
Oh, 2 ref drop on B point. It's a hot drop, and there's no SKL players here.
Which, I mean, from SKL, it's not necessarily a bad idea to just consolidate onto 2 points, but they need to be able to hold these. So A's getting pushed heavily from both air and addition to.
I'm watching over here at the tech plant. There was a 2-ref push in C point, but it looks like SKL should be able to wipe them here. Or they might just be holding and keeping 2 points, making sure this one goes through.
Guys, we have a Zoe Max on the field.
Well,
Oh no, it's dead. And 2 ref takes back, I think Bitter Gorge.
yeah, Bitter Gorge.
Bitter Gorge is wiped for
Meanwhile, it looks like this tech plant's gonna go through for SKL.
SKL. Yep.
SKL gets the tech.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
is the trade-off worth it? No. But
Yeah, they gave up Granite Head. If the thing is, Bitter Gorge is still really close to capping. If they can rotate over and put one more point back, they can
Guys,
definitely
more
get
Zoe
it.
Maxes. What's the downside on? Oh, what a good
Zoe?
Zoe, yeah.
pretty sure it's increased damage.
Yeah, you take like 20% more damage or so,
So it's just Berserker.
but you get
Except,
increased
like-
movement speed and I think increased damage.
Yeah, Berserker without the
The healing.
manual.
Oh,
But maybe
Max
some
has to go
difference.
down. Turaf takes C point at Bitter Gorge.
Yeah, so
Oh, look, at squad waypoint, I think SKL kind of just gave up on Bitter Gorge and they're all rotating.
Why the heck do I not see Squad Waypoint on my map?
hydroponics.
Yep,
No,
they're going. Putting
Peter, do you
pressure
think-
towards the warp
I
gate.
think SKL is going for Warpgate Gambit. Have they concluded that they can't get back those bases? So this is their only option.
I think they might just be trying to get Turaf to rotate off because Turaf had so much air and armor at Bitter Gorge, they just couldn't really, contest it. So just putting pressure elsewhere and just kind of free up some pressure for them to go back in.
Definitely possible. The only thing I guess is SKL's committed most of their pop to the base.
Oh,
Dude,
look at this
Turaf is
stealth
really
bus.
fast with the
Good Turaf.
redeploys. I'm gonna be honest, they're good at redeploying a lot of pop really fast across
Yeah.
bases.
Looks like they have buses set up.
Yeah, this stealth bus at
Yeah.
squad waypoint.
On the bridge, yeah.
Extremely good. Yeah, they just all spawned in it and just ran straight in.
The SKL hold at Hydroponics is kind of splintered. Meanwhile, Turaf is pushing it as a pretty big
Well,
group.
yeah, SKL seems to have redeployed out of here, or else the just came more force with the pops. 60.
Oh yeah, look back at Bitter Gorge. That's
Yeah, SKL went
Yeah.
back to Bitter Gorge.
definitely just trying to pull tension off of Bitter Gorge to go back in. And just gotta sit back.
While that's going on, though, Turaf does have the back cap here at Nexus Secure, and they have multiple buses set up. It's gonna be hard to break with them.
Man, SKL is really fighting for this space, but I don't think it's gonna work out for them.
There's only 30 seconds left here at Bitter Gorge.
We'll see. If they can get it back, that's the 2 middle bases back for them.
Alright, now I'm at Bitter Gorge. What's up?
Oh. So last time SKL gave up B point for free. Looks like there's a couple on it this time. And I don't see Turaf anywhere close. So yeah, they're taking main spawn right now, running across the bridges. They don't have time to touch any of the
An
points.
epic fight between the shotgun and the tank that I just witnessed.
Oh, that was
SKL get it
really good
back.
play
SKL
from
get it
SKL.
back. Turaf was, I think they were trying to take main spawn and they got funneled by this stupidly narrow bridge. They
And
could've
just like
like,
that,
push.
yeah, just like that, SKL now is currently in the lead, and Turaf seems to be fighting for their lives. They lost Nexus Secure. Oh no, they just got it back.
What is going on?
I don't know.
I don't know. How are the stats looking? We need a stats analysis.
Yeah, I'm analyzing right now.
You're analyzing.
It didn't work. Over.
What do you mean? It's literally on the screen.
So it looks like Turaf is full rotating here to Nexus Secure, trying to.
I see the
Look,
Mossies
it's cut off.
converging.
Meanwhile, SKL is doing the opposite and going for hydroponics.
Turaf's air is at hydroponics, is what I meant to say.
SKL's
Yeah.
gonna have to come fight this because Turaf has the timer down, like only a minute and a half left before they cap. Meanwhile, SKL still has over 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, so definitely in Turaf's favor right now. How is SKL gonna get here? Looks like they outdrop in Beaconing because they are here right
There's
now.
a
Just for the
doctor coming.
bus.
Bagel Dude 17 leading the charge. Can they do it?
They just belt drop those 3.
They're getting ground pounded to hell.
Okay, but they're off to a good start because they managed to kill the majority of the buses that are close. And now they have a minute to work on point.
They took upstairs. They're putting pressure from both sides, nice and one.
Yeah, but look at this Turaf setup. They got people on the columns. They got the baby shields, baby gates, whatever you call them. They got the turrets.
Yeah, they're set up.
And this air is making it.
Lord
really
Ponch is just
difficult.
running in. Calamity also going to have this turret has killed quite a few gamers on the SKL side.
Yeah, 20 seconds left. And
Uh-oh.
SKL is wiped
I
both
don't think
inside and
SKL is
outside.
getting this. If they keep pushing one by one like this, they need like a 2-squad push and oh dear.
It's
they're
15
starting
seconds.
to-
They're pushing in, but
I don't know if this is.
no, they're making
I
progress.
think
yeah,
they're making
nice.
progress. Actually, never mind. Let me look at it from closer aim.
SKL getting resonates
Oh,
here.
they're contesting.
Yeah, but I think
Yeah,
the
they look fine.
sustain is finally working for SKL. Wow.
I noticed-
2ref gets a resonate off.
Look, Turef did not have any maxes at that base, and SKL did. It might be the difference, to be honest.
The fight is still going on. All of 2ref just got up.
So, if I were to ref, I would switch to Big Gorge right now. They ghost capped it down to less than a minute left.
I
They're still
honestly
getting
don't
resonated.
know. I don't know how this battle's going.
Okay,
It's going
SKL
back.
cleans it up.
Yeah.
So,
Sheesh.
good retake by SKL.
That was a very close one.
Yeah, but they do give up hydroponics cap timer for it.
Yep.
So,
It's like
Turef
Giraffe.
at Bitter Gorge, too. This game is very much redeploy side, it feels like. You know, who can get their
so
troops
many
to the other base faster?
It's impressive. SKL's been able to keep up with having no air or anything to, like, I don't know how they're getting around to these bases just with all this air up, but it's working.
It could be very nanite heavy as well, so we'll have to see if towards the end of the match, if this match gets drawn out.
There's only a few seconds left here at Berry Gorge.
SKL takes back A point, and Turef is nowhere to be seen, really.
They gotta beeline it to a point because these walking distances to these points are quite severe.
Yeah, but Turef
think-
left.
oh. Someone's
Oh,
flipping.
30. What? This is so close.
Yeah, it's like so close between like only a squad of players between the both sides combined. And
They
I
have
think,
a deployed ant here
Oh,
over by
guys,
C
there's 2
point for
seconds.
2RAF.
I think SKL resecures it.
Yeah.
They do have an ant. Look at this ant, bro.
Turef decided to go back to next to secure instead of giving pop to Bitter Gorge, and that was not the
And-
play.
They're just now getting the point back in next to secure, and it's like a minute and a half off
Yeah,
from capping.
they-
So they could have easily pushed through Bitter Gorge if they rotated just a few more people.
Bitter Gorge had 2 seconds on it at one point. Like, all they needed was a couple more guys to flip that through for them. But they are at next to secure. This has to pay off.
And we're back. Get a resonate.
Let's go. Competitive plant play.
I hear so
2RAF?
many butchers. I think everybody on 2RAF is required to use a butcher if you're heavy. Which makes sense.
Yeah. They wiped SKL's first push, but how much utility did they use, and can they hold on for the next one?
I don't know. I think 2RAF is gonna take this back. There's only 40 seconds left and this SKL just got wiped.
Yeah, SKL still has. They had a rear squad stuck Berry Gorge. I think they're rotating now.
I think
Yeah.
too little too late. I think they have nice secures. Gonna go to 2RAF.
So
Which,
breaking news.
Breaking news. Oh. An SKL player yell chatting spawn somewhere. Very good
That's
squad
so cool.
communication. We'd love to see that. SKL running into meat.
5 seconds.
Into meat grinder. This is
Oh,
a
they
meat
got
grinder.
fail point now.
But actually, yeah, they found
Oh.
that. They were maybe 10 seconds too late. Close though, but
Yeah. So, very complicated situation right now on this map.
yeah, what the fuck is going on? I don't-
If this was like
This-
chess, the chess analysis would be saying the wrong thing. So I'm just
Yeah.
not gonna talk.
I'm used to like one team getting warp gated in the first 15 minutes. It's very easy to cast. You just look at one base, guys.
So, looks like SKL's heavy recommitted back here. They have all their pop here almost.
They have
but-
too much pop here.
Yeah, they have
Oh.
if they can resecure Berry Gorge, that would open up 2 more bases for them to put pressure on, but it looks like Turaf is flipping the point back at Berry Gorge. Turaf has done a great job of just keeping pressure on Berry Gorge, and SKL's just been trapped on these like 2 bases.
Yeah,
Getting
and I
whittled
feel like
down.
in terms of the redeploy side, I think Turat is doing better, and that's why they're able to just like take the space and still keep pressure on Bitter Gorge while the
Yeah.
timer ticks back for SKL.
I noticed
Secure.
SKL had 48 plus here at Nexus Secure, so that's literally all of them at Nexus Secure.
Actually, yeah, that's true. If there's only yeah, okay. If there's only one missing, it's 25 or 48. Yo, what is up, Eternal?
Hello. You were poking me so much. I thought you needed something from me.
I need your wonderful casting abilities.
I have none of that. I don't know what
No, you can talk.
I mean,
So-
okay. Well, give me a brief summary. What happened?
looks like-
Steven the
Just
Better is
basically
absolutely
just-
absolutely.
So one at a time.
Okay,
Yeah, I
so,
was just gonna say it's just been redeploy side.
yeah, a lot of fast-paced movement. SKL's kind of conceded the air to Turaf, but have been able to move around the map, but it's been causing them some trouble. Right now, it looks like Turaf is trying to trade Nexus Secure for Berry Gorge.
Yeah, I
Gumbo,
see
if you're
that.
at Bitter Gorge, could you just hit M and look at your map and look at those Mozzies?
I'm
in.
I was literally on the point next to the SKL people, and my ears were just
The camera's covered in blood.
yeah, my ears are done.
Gumbo is shell shocked and out
Steven
of
the Better with the Skyguard. Raphael's is very proud.
Oh,
yeah,
speaking
but,
of them, recursion.
yeah,
Yeah.
recursion one.
Breaking news.
I
Yeah.
see, I see.
B-Way got one.
B-Way got warp gated.
Yeah. Just
Huh. Wow, that's surprising. What
Well,
was
back
the
to this
deciding
match.
factor, you think?
I would say, a lot of maxes and logistics.
So, getting back to this match,
Yeah, we're getting back
Looks
to this
like-
match though.
Turaf is just giving up Nexus Secure, and then they're just ghost capping Aztec for free.
I mean, we've said that a couple times,
or
but
Arizek.
these redeploys have come in last second. I do see a beacon for Turaf at Nexus.
Interesting.
Yeah,
So
we'll
they,
see.
they
They're-
have that opportunity open if they want to.
They're really committing to Bitter Gorge right now. Like, it's probably where they have a majority of their forces.
Wait, what are they gonna do? They're gonna trade Nexus for Arizek here? What's going on?
They took
So-
Arizek.
Yeah.
Yeah, Turaf has air. Like basically, they're up 2 bases now because of the Nexus Secure gambling.
Yeah, SKL. Oh well, Turaf might re-secure Nexus Secure, or they're trying to.
Yeah, so every effort at Bitter Gorge so far has not really done much for either team. SKL here on Nexus Secure, but they're getting popped up by Turaf.
It's really surprising that Turaf is having trouble capping Berry Gorge with all this air. It's all the points are so exposed and open that we can really do a lot with air, but it's just SKL has been able to just get out, get to the points, and cause trouble.
Yeah, and Turaf resecures Nexus Secure with like 5 seconds left, and that really leaves SKL with not many options. They're kind of on the back foot with their work gate.
What if they just like start caps at like Granite Head and Slate Canyon? They like send like 6 people to each base.
Well,
They
it definitely
need to
needs to
resecure first.
be possible, but they have to get these points
Yeah,
back,
I
and
mean,
it's been contested this whole time.
I see a lot of pop on the C point.
SKL committing a little more to this Nexus Secure drop, but they're kind of pushing all solo. I see a push from Skinny though. Gonna push on me here from door 3 and Skinny. Looks like they're gonna get that point back. They'll have a minute left on that until they can cap.
Turaf in the meantime slowly gaining the upper hand on Bitter Gorge. They're gonna flip C point. They're losing A point though, but I think that's possible to retake for them. Maybe.
I mean, they have
No.
air to grab. It should be easy.
Turaf
yeah.
fully resecures Bitter Gorge. I mean, not resecures, I'm sorry, starts flipping it.
Yeah, well, Turaf had it for a bit, and then SKL's now back on A in a big way, so it's still 2 points versus 1. I don't think either side is gonna get 3 points here for a while.
You may want to
think-
get to Nexus
So
secure.
yeah, SKL needs to get Nexus secured through here, like, and it looks like it's getting contested.
Oh, they got
And
wiped.
it seems like both teams are playing more defensive than offensive and just making sure that the base they have doesn't get capped. But you know, that's a winning play for 2RAF and a losing play for SKL.
SKL
Yes.
should leverage the fact that they have, like 2Rev have to try and cap a 3-point base. SKL can use some surplus pop to try and get Nexus secure back, but they're failing on both sides.
You want my expert opinion on this?
Yes,
This
Corn
class
expert.
is up on base.
Here we go.
Still got this out.
SKL,
Well,
it feels like they don't know what to do. It
Well,
really
they're
feels
just
like
drop
that.
dropping Nexus secure.
Because they're not committing to a play one way or the other, and essentially that's just losing them the base caps when there's 10 seconds left because they redeployed their pop off of it because they're scared of something else. And that's going to get them nowhere in this match with the time that's left. They really need to commit to a play and just stick to it.
Okay, so 2RAF is at least trying to contest C point. I think 2RAF is just trying to buy time here. They're not really trying to cap anymore. They're like dropping a squad maybe onto C point. Maybe to tie up some SKL pop.
Yeah,
At this
really,
point,
that's all you have to do as long as
yeah.
SKL doesn't get back caps.
Yeah, SKL needs to resecure Bitter and start putting some pressure on the 2 connections it has.
Yeah, Bitter Gorge is very strong for that. They can, like, I think Granite Head is the most important one. If you can get pressure on that. Going around there with a 3-point base, going around the points, that'll cause a lot of troubles for 2RAF.
At the same time though, 2RAF, SKL redeploys out of Bitter Gorge. Yep.
Oh.
And SKL, once again, they don't flip it to fully like resecure. They kind of just leave halfway.
Yeah.
2RAF is able to get back on C and B and start flipping again.
Yeah, 2RAF has busts on every single point. Like, you can't just leave a base, not kill any of the spawns, and just... They're gonna just immediately reflip all the points.
Yep, and guess what? 2RAF is holding Nexus secure too. So we're at a situation where 2RAF redeployed most of their pop back to secure, but they also started flipping back Bitter Gorge. So this is a good situation for 2RAF, I think. Methinks.
Yeah, I truly do not know what SKL is doing right now.
And then SKL is now back at Bitter Gorge.
SKL
resecuring
have
it
some
again.
pop at Nexus Alpha. I don't know what they're gonna do with it. They might be in transport. Let's see.
Are they scared of getting work gated?
I don't know.
They're playing so defensively. Rage Twisted. Get your troops together, man.
TPL.
Rage Twisted. He's a sick gamer. I think he is a leader of SKL. I don't know if he's the platoon leader, but I bet he's a squad leader.
You're speaking from experience. Have you been in some of his squads? Have you witnessed his leading in action?
In POG, yes.
Oh, okay.
He's actually a really good player on Jaeger.
An environment
to,
where you need
So-
a lot of leadership.
It looks like SKL are trying to get Bitter Gorge wiped. They wiped the
Giraffe has a
buses.
Boss up on B though. Every
Yeah,
time they wipe
the,
them.
the
Oh
bus
my
on C
God.
and A, but yeah, this one on B, they're just all spawning in on it.
Their logistics, man, it's pretty good. It's keeping SKL
Oh yeah.
unable to like wipe. It's like 2RAF is like in a good way, it's like a cockroach. It just survives a nuke blast and it's just alive.
I mean, in this case, the nuke blast isn't even effective because they're not even trying to like completely wipe all the spawns.
So it's not a nuke blast. It's like a
Yeah.
frag grenade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A poorly placed frag grenade.
yeah.
So-
Post nerf AV nade.
Nexus Alpha about to be flipped by 2RAF. Yeah, it's
Oh,
flipped right
no.
now. SKL struggling to secure Bitter Gorge Garrison. Where are they?
This is a bait. If 2RAF commit too many to Nexus Alpha, SKL can use this to their advantage, but they need to flip Bitter Gorge. They need to completely flip it.
Is 2RAF just buying time at Nexus Alpha right now? And they're
That
trying-
would be a decent play to make, but they're not resecuring Bitter Gorge.
Well, I was talking about 2RAF, not SKL.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I think 2RAF is. I honestly don't. I think they have good number pop at Bitter Gorge. I genuinely think they might be trying to go for it, while they're also like starting to chip away at the warp gate base.
I mean,
so SKL does have some people ready at the back at Granite Head. They just need to finish the resecure. T-Rap's just pulling up more and more buses to Bitter
Yeah,
Gorge.
this resecure like needs to happen right now, or SKL is just they're just stuck in this loop.
I see beacon drops. There's another Sunny for SKL
But-
playing on B point.
that's the thing. It's
Brug.
SKL has to resecure this, and they haven't. And that's with half their pop. Their other half is at Nexus Alpha. So SKL is. Yeah.
Where the hell is the SKL pop?
That's what I haven't seen the SKL pop. It feels like in about 10 minutes.
They both
I
have
don't know if
48
they're-
players, right?
Yeah, but I think they're just dead on screen, not knowing what to do.
Okay, good. Bitter Gorge finally fixed it. Well, I say that, but
They're still on
players
B.
Still, yeah.
Tier-
They
Well,
can't,
they're
they can't
able to-
really
they're
do
able
any
to put
backups,
Granite
can
Head.
they?
Because the timer got reset all the way, they just flipped 2 points at Granite Head.
Rage twisted against the world. Go
Right,
get him.
So
Aw.
Turak was able to defend against the back half at Slate Canyon, but Granite Head does have points flipped now, so SKL needs to start putting pressure on it.
I don't even. Does anyone know how long is left in the map?
Yes,
14
14 minutes.
Yeah, for some
Yeah.
reason I have the
still a lot
alert
of
timer
time.
thing on and it's not showing up.
So-
Like,
Because I'm
SKL
NSO.
could,
Oh, I don't know.
like, if SKL gets Granite Head and then gets Hydroponics, you know, they're winning. So it's like, it's very close game still, even though Turaf is on the Nexus Alpha base. It's,
Do cutoff bases count towards base caps?
no, they don't. So,
It has to be connected.
yes.
Okay.
Or
So
at least
that's.
I think. We'll see.
I'm not sure. We haven't seen a situation, or at least I haven't.
I haven't seen a
So-
situation where that is to count.
Yeah,
Yeah.
SKL's full rotating, or at least a couple, like a squad here to Granite Head.
So getting some time over here is already good, but I don't think they're doing enough with it. When they had that Bitter Gorge
Well,
completely secured, they needed Slate Hold with that too.
they're using this, like, Turaf is mass redeploying here to Granite Head, and while they're doing that, they're wiping their Nexus Alpha to make sure that doesn't get pressured anymore, which is
Yeah.
good. And then,
So,
Uh,
yeah, they did that at the cost of losing points at Granite Head, though.
Turap has a
I mean,
Sunny
as long
deployed
as
at
they-
B already.
as long as they keep it on the timer, it's alright. Like,
Yeah, definitely. It's just they need to be careful with the redeploys. Because if they can't cap Granite Head 2 in the next 4 minutes, the match is over. Nothing.
Indar has fallen to the Vanu sovereignty.
Guys, look at that indoor VS1. Anyway,
so yeah, they're still
They
24 to
redeploy.
48 at Nexus Alpha. Hopefully, they're looking to rotate. Bitter Gorge is getting pressured again, and you know
that
they
pop
also
should have
Granite
redeployed
Head.
out of Nexus Alpha like 30 seconds ago.
Yeah.
T-Rap was pretty much wiped.
Turap might be capping Bitter Gorge though. They're committing a lot of air into it.
Unfortunately,
Look at the Sundies. They had 4 Sundies deployed all around the base.
Ah, yeah, I see that on the map. What
Yeah.
the heck?
Turaf or SKL just no longer has time to win.
Aw.
Yeah, it's not looking doable. Like even if they do
They would
get
have to
some points
full
on the
flip
Granite
all
Head,
the points, and then get the back caps at a 3-point base, and then keep all 3 points. without getting-
It's doable.
oh, totally, yeah.
I believe in Lord Poncho.
Lord
Well,
Poncho 56.
Granite Head's about to get resecured, and once it gets resecured, it's
It's back to Bitter Gorge, baby.
It's
Yep.
over.
Yeah, Granite Head resecured, so SKL gave up on the middle base, and that's kind of like
They
their last hope, the last
yeah.
straw.
Sag Rain.
yeah. I don't know the play to go back to their Nexus Alpha, like they still had enough time to. They could have fully committed Granite Head and then still gone back and with enough time. I don't know, but we'll see. It's not looking good though. There's not much time left in this match. It looks like there's a 2-raf Steel Rain on the home base. Right, this is a full 2-raf squad Steel Raining onto the Nexus Alpha.
I have a feeling that Turab has a really good chance of taking Bitter Gorge at this rate. They are holding it down pretty well.
SKL are committing a couple of maxes on their 8-point at least. They're gonna wipe it seems. Turaf though, still haven't sent yet B-point. The Mozzies.
Only one right now.
They get some small fire onto it, do something.
Mozzie was down.
Who was that?
Lancer. That was a Lancer, I don't know from who.
Amateur.
I am not a technically that man.
Fine, he studied, doesn't matter.
Next
Yes.
out flipped.
Okay, Turaf. Still holding B strong, but they've lost all the other points.
At this point, 2-raf just needs to keep it contested. They have SKL locked down to Bitter Gorge and Nexus Alpha. Like, this is pretty much GG in this type of situation. Like, SKL stuck on the defense. They have no bases flipped. They can't really do much.
Why, here's an idea from Turaf. Could they just, like, dump all their pop onto Nexus Alpha? And then maybe leave, like, half a squad at Bitter Gorge to just keep flipping points? Would that be a smart idea?
I mean,
Could have been 10 minutes ago.
I mean, Turaf
Well,
is winning
the
here.
thing is, you gotta remember, Granite Head only takes just over 2 minutes to flip. So it's like, you gotta be careful. Because they could flip that and Hydroponics in like just over 6 minutes. And there's like almost 9 minutes left in the match. So it can still...
No, Lord Poncho!
But yeah, it looks like 2R's keeping a appropriate amount of people here at Bitter Gorge, and they pulled so many buses, just right down the road from Fit Canyon, pulling up to those points, deploying.
There's 8 minutes left on the match for those guys.
I bet those two RAF drivers, they can parallel park because there's Sundays like there's no tomorrow.
Just 2-raf drivers go to New York City in like a...
Bagel Dude 17 trying to resecure C point at Bitter Gorge goes down.
Bagel dude. Rest in peace, brother.
Rest in piss, you won't be missed.
Dang. You know, I think if we had seen a better performance out of Steven the Better, the legend himself, SKL would have been able to secure Bitter Gorge, but
Yeah, maybe if you say that about all 48 members.
Damn!
Alright, that's a little
Damn,
harsh.
okay.
I apologize.
Yeah, shut up.
It's honestly, SKL's done a great job with how much of a disadvantage they've been at with 2RAF having both air and armor control.
True.
Like-
I mean, here's a good point. They have been managing, especially at the start, like the first half of this match, they were getting around safety cash stuff. It's just they were never able to, get an advantage by backtapping because they didn't have armor control or control, but they were just stuck defending. But definitely a tough situation
Why
for
is this
SKL.
Max running out in the open with no support?
I know.
Oh no, 2 VS Maxes just went down. They just walked in front of everybody with no backup.
Listen,
It
they're
could be
giga
that,
chads. They
you know,
don't
they've
need
realized-
support.
They don't need support. They have
They're
Zoe. It's all
strong.
they. Oh,
They're strong, independent max players, right?
strong independent Max players. VS, there's a Burster Max on point. This is
I
pretty
love
epic.
it.
This is awesome. And the Max dies!
That's so good.
Burster
Russ
Maxes are
Weiss, let's
superior.
go.
Let's go, baby.
2RAF with their Mozzies, it's just like they're honing in on the target.
Bro, they have air to ground.
There.
Go outside. Burst
Go outside, bro.
To be
So
fair,
you're-
if he went outside, he'd have 5 Banshees pointing at him. No one.
It's fine. He grabs aggro. Get him, soldier.
Velocirobot on the AA turret like a trooper. Respect.
So
Imagine getting in an AA turret when there's 5 Mossies there to grounding your team.
looks like 2RAFs rotating the Berry Gorge. They
Yep.
pulled out Alpha. Gorge is very much still in play. There's still over 5 minutes left in the match, so this can definitely go through.
With Nexus Alpha capping back at 230, if they fast cap this 2-rap, they won't have to worry about Nexus Alpha bleeding into other caps. But here's an orbital from 2-rap. They want to make sure they cap this.
Yeah, dude, they're going all in.
There's really no reason not for them to do this, so.
You know, they're gonna get their alpha resources like in 2 days anyway, so you know they're using it. Like they're gonna be capturing so many bases on live. Yeah, other outfits.
They're struggling. They can't get as many resources.
Yeah, they got a ration, bro.
That's a poorly placed orbital. If they placed on the, well, SKL probably using that to their advantage to push the other bridge, but there goes. Oh, that's a max flying. Yeah, and the air to ground. Oh my god,
comes
don't
the
watch.
SKL
Don't
push, and they're running straight into Banshees
no.
and rocket pods.
The armor.
No!
There's a prowler on the mountain.
Bodies
Oh,
on bodies on bodies.
Oh my god.
Not a soul
That-
to live and tell.
This
It's
prowler,
a catastrophe.
this prowler angle is insane.
Oh
This
my
is peak
god.
competitive.
This
point
is
side.
like the
Bloody
funnel of all
redstone.
funnels. This is like the biggest funnel that ever existed.
Yeah.
Or rather, the smallest funnel, if you want to say it that way. My
And
god.
Turaf capped it. Like,
Yep.
SKL held this for, I'd say, a good 40 minutes out of their match.
And let's
Unable
see.
to ever resecure.
Back up on Argent Pass, I don't see anyone. They haven't brought people back to Nexus
At this
Alpha, though that's too
point,
late.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's pretty much over.
I see that Hicks Nihilist side is coming out. Nothing matters.
It's being a realist, alright?
Uh-huh.
GG's already coming in the chat.
Oh boy. Is that a defensive GG or an offensive GG?
It's
A
both.
defense.
I mean,
Oh.
there's...
I see. I think Little Tweeter is on SKL, so that's okay. I never will condone offensive GGs. Never do that. Because you will lose. If you GG while you're winning, you're gonna lose somehow. No cap.
What do you think 2RAF need to fix for next matches?
Who do you, what bracket are they in? Or are there no brackets?
So, I
They'll
don't...
be fighting Gobs,
so-
assuming they win.
So, supposedly, right? If the
So the
seeds
winner of
stay
the
the same.
Gob versus the 1TR.
So
Because
what's
they're
the,
4th, 5th.
Technically,
Yeah.
technically,
Could see that
devs haven't
happening.
said how bracket is going, but assuming it's like any other normal bracket, it would be the winner of the 1TR.
It's winner of first 8 go against winner of 4, 5, usually in these type of brackets. Yeah, what do they need to fix? Because if the bracket stays as is, they're facing recursion next.
You know, I think it's
Wait, no, they're
In
not
this
facing, no,
match
they're facing
alone-
us, yeah, next, if we win.
this match alone is hard
us?
for them. I think.
I'm not. I'm not in gods.
Were you?
Oh yeah, you're DA, I forgot.
And you're in B-Way.
I know,
Someone get
my outfit
Gumbo a
got
wheelchair?
kicked.
He's in DA?
Sorry for the loss.
Come on, old man, time for your walk outside.
There's a flash race going. Argent Pass to their work gate.
Oh, we
Giraffe.
can cast a flash race, let's go!
Let's go. Turaf going in.
This is the only flash race I will,
SKL.
A lone SKL flash
SKL
battling.
is coming out to meet them. Imagine Gandalf the White on his horse. Meeting the
shall
orc army.
not pass.
You are in a restricted area.
Oh no, you're gonna die, dude! No!
I'm gonna type in chat to tell leaders to come in for interview.
Okay. I hope you guys have questions, because I am a terrible interviewer.
I'm not that good either, but I will try. I'll let you guys do it.
Look at this Sky Guard angrily shooting the Mossies 4,000 meters away. Ooh. Now this is Planetside. This guy doing planets.
It's this one, dude.
Oh!
Yeah. Honestly, first half of the match, super entertaining.
Oh yeah?
So it was,
Yeah,
it was a good
honestly
watch.
a really
It's
good
just-
match.
It really was. It spiraled out of control a little bit at the end. I think SKL lost some nanites early.
It was hard for SKL to get on the offensive with how much pressure 2RAF had between their logistics and vehicles, and just being able to set up spawns for free made it way too hard for SKL to kind of, like how they never got Bitter Gorge fully resecured. They just couldn't get on the offensive. Like they had the hard spawns to be defensive, but they just couldn't translate that to pushing out and being on the offense.
Very hard to do that when you don't have armor or air control. In fact, it's almost impossible.
Like
Okay. How many
Recursion.
minutes is there till the match officially ends?
5 seconds.
A couple seconds.
No, you said minutes, so point 0.05 seconds. Oh, there you go. 0.05 minutes.
Congrats to 2RAF for the victory.
Clear out of that
GG's.
area.
Okay,
Yep.
James. Do you know the password number?
There's a
was
password
no
on
pass-
this channel?
There was
is
no password.
buddy.
How do you think I infiltrated?
Yeah, I don't understand. Here, actually, let me, someone take us through the stats while I,
Their stats?
get these. Yeah.
Yeah,
There-
so looking at the stats on the stream,
Yep.
2RAF with 1,800 kills, SKL with 1,200. Pretty big difference. SKL more vehicle kills, but that makes sense. SKL didn't pull vehicles. And then SKL also with more reses, but of course.
do you have like the pie chart with the different domains for the kills? I'm interested to see how many how much vehicle kills accounted for 2RAF's
Yeah,
total kills.
I don't know math. I don't know what pie
Gumbo,
charts are.
Gumbo didn't do the remote control, did he?
Yeah, oh yeah, there's a remote control option. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
That's
Oh,
fine,
right.
that's
Well,
I
guys, what's
allowed
going on?
remote, yep, I don't know what that is. Do we have a
oh, we have 2 ref.
interviewee? We have
Yes,
two
we
RAF
do.
representatives. Do we have interviewees for SKL?
I am not sure.
Hick, you're in charge of that. Any luck?
Did you like the very tactical and extremely high IQ brain flash race at the end? Because that was some fourth faction Giga Brain. I'm just saying.
Yeah, in certain other serious esports titles, that could be construed as match fixing. But luckily, we are planet-side, so people can actually have fun in the competitive events.
I mean, PlanetSide is a rapidly growing esport. How dare you?
Yep. Yep. Man, I want to get someone from SKL in here. Where's my
Where's
bully
where's
I'll
homie?
try.
Bagel Dude 17?
We could get Bagel Dude.
I've asked
17.
several times, but I don't know anyone to DM. So we can just start with some questions directed to 2RAF, and see if anyone from SKL shows up.
All right,
Are
I'm
you guys at
direct
PSP1 or
DMing Rage
PSP2 or
Twisted
what?
interview.
Okay. So I guess first of all, congrats. Good game to 2RAF. Coming into this, what were your thoughts on SKL? Like, what were you most scared of, if anything? And what did you think your greatest strength would be?
Do you want me to answer this better, or do you want to go?
You go ahead, man.
So
User joined your channel.
going into the match against SKL, obviously SKL is a very similar outfit to 2RAF. We're both very large outfits, very high population of members. So the amount of people that they have to pull on is probably really high. Our biggest focus was just trying to shut down what we thought would be an armor opener, given the fact that SKL, Rage Twisted in the past, has acknowledged and been very smart about pointing out that if you can't fight the air, just make it not exist. And we had a feeling that they might go with a heavy armor opener. So, as I'm sure you saw at the start, we decided to try and intercede with that and just get us some time on the cap by throwing ourselves at their two forward bases, creating a roadblock, and giving ourselves time to get points or get time on our own bases, which actually worked pretty well. I think we capped Tech Plant almost uncontested, and we also managed to steal Bitter Gorge as well to start there. So overall, our strategy going in was to shut down their counter and try and predict what they would do if they were us fighting us.
Okay. Welcome, Calamity, as
Hello,
the SKL
Calamity.
rep.
Hey guys.
GG's to you guys.
Yeah.
I have a starting question for you, Calamity.
Yeah.
What was your plans around the possibility that 2RAF and the eventuality that 2RAF was going to have a lot of air superiority over you guys throughout the match? How did you guys plan to maybe deal with that or even counter that?
Yeah. I'd say our plans, we didn't really have anything that was a hard count. We didn't have like an air squad, for example. Instead, what we kind of were trying to go for was like using a combination of Burst Maxes, Lancers, Sky Guards, and then we also did have we had like 4 people in the platoon who were kind of like designated pilots. We wanted to do more like having them pull at times to just kind of spoil the A to G, but it just 2F did a really good job with their armor control, really good job with their aircraft control as well, so it just didn't really work out for us, to be honest.
I see, I see. Well, at least you know, prepared for it. Doesn't always work out.
So
Yeah.
my question is, what was your reaction to the opener when you saw 2RAF was planning and kind of prepared for y'all to pull a lot of armor? Did you make any adjustments as you saw them reacting?
I mean, to be honest, that's kind of where it went off the rails for us. Our like plan, if we got wiped on armor, was basically to go revert to Valk drops and like go for it. We also had a bit of a plan working around like the 3 neutral bases and how we were going to prioritize them. That we just didn't really stick to it, and instead we kind of played 2-RAF, and we let ourselves kind of get into that cycle that lasted into the end of the game for us, where we're just kind of chasing them around a lot of, pretty much.
User joined
Yeah.
your channel.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like at the start, y'all were able to put some offensive pressure, but as the time went on, you fell into more of a just defensive redeploy side. Do you think there was any specific like point in the match that kind of caused that to happen, or anything you like say caused that?
Honestly, I would say it's just like 2RAF's rotations were so good. Like, especially in Bitter Gorge, keeping us from backcapping was incredibly frustrating for one thing, and just like incredible timing.
User disconnected
And
from
also
your
just
channel.
their holds were just like they're about 15% better than ours, basically. And that's, you could see that in the pop for every base is like at 50-50, they were doing quite well against us. And that's, at that point, unless we're playing like a really good map game, it's hard to overcome that. And we saw that like Nexus Secure, once we lost that base, that was kind of demoralizing to lose it to that point hold. And then I think throughout the match after that, like that difference, the infantry diff kind of just played out.
Yeah. You know, I wouldn't be too hard on yourselves, especially with Turaf maintaining such good area and armor. I saw quite a few drops from both teams coming in with like 10 seconds left to make a save or a cap. So really good stuff from the rotations from both outfits.
Yeah, for 2RAF, y'all did a amazing job just keeping so many spawns up. Like at Bitter Gorge, I don't think there was ever a time where you didn't have a Sunday on at least one of the points. Was that kind of just like part of your general play, just prioritizing spawns? Because you guys really did a great job with that.
I'm going to let Bodo take this one for the most part, but I want to say one thing before he does, and that's that one of our outfit leaders, Kaya, is one of the main strategists for our outfit wars matches, and he basically drills into our skulls that if there's not Sundays on the map, there needs to be more, and if there are more Sundays, put even more Sundays. So if we don't have a Sunday on the map, we get our asses reamed. So it's more of a we need more Sundays because we're scared of Kaya yelling at us.
I see. So your stellar performance is thanks to verbal abuse. from
Yeah, I mean,
opponents.
it's Terran Republic, dude. So
I
what
see.
can I say?
Common every outfit, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have to deal with. I'm not gonna
Amphibian
start.
Michael.
I'm not gonna start. I don't want to talk about that guy. What a loser.
Amphibious
Anyway,
Michael.
Bodo,
Yep.
No.
Bodo was our Charlie Squad leader, and he did a phenomenal job with hyper rotations. Bodo, do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so like typically what we do is we do a couple things for logistics. It's Sunderers always. We always want to get Sunderers up because our whole team can rotate to the other side of the map through a Sunderer. But we do put an emphasis on, you know, getting one person from each squad, getting them to go to the base when there's 30 seconds left. You know, typical lane smash strats. Maybe they take a cloak flash or whatever. And then utilizing, which isn't a secret anymore, so I can say it, utilizing flashes with logistics on it. So it's kind of like a mobile router that we can use on points. So there's a lot of little neat tips and tricks that we've seen other teams utilize as well. And we're just trying to make sure we always have logistics because rotation on this map is just so important. Like just being everywhere at once and taking an L at one fight, but instantly turning into a W at a different fight is just so important.
Oh, for sure. We saw both teams capable of doing that. The opener, SKL, it was looking kind of bleak for y'all after you had like Bitter Gorge stolen, but you're able to make some good trades and able to end up getting. I think you recapped both the Tech Plant and Bitter Gorge after
Yep.
like the initial opener. Um, did you make the call to just give up Granite Head and focus on those two? Because that's what it looked like to us.
So basically, my squad, we were in charge of what we like to call the Alamo, which was just make reactor delayed long as possible. So even we didn't fully cap it, we wanted it to like literally be off the map. So it was it is a strategy. It is something that was definitely a part of our opener plan for specifically for SKL. But it could have gone a few different ways. If SKL pop dumped reactor right off the bat, it would be a completely different game. But yeah, and that slight judgment call, Jordy, our main platoon leader and shot caller, was just like, okay, take this space. They're on timer. Reactor's so way off. We'll just get it after.
Cool. Well,
So
okay. You want to ask another
yeah,
question?
yeah. I just had one last question. So going into the next round of playoffs, 2Ref, are y'all excited to play 1TR or Gobs, and how do you think you're going to prepare for the future?
I
Don't give
personally am looking
don't give
forward.
TJ any answers. He's stealing your strategies.
No, it's okay. I personally am looking forward to getting the shit kicked out of us by Gob. It's going to be a really fun experience. I really hope that when you guys warp get us in 10 minutes, we have a flash race. That'll be fun. But as for the retirement home, I love Cox, and that'll be a fun little matchup of the Zerg fits. But yeah, if we fight Gobs, flash race. Actually, you know what? Instead of doing a match, can we just like have like a duel in the middle of reactor, and then whoever wins can just take the match? Because we're not
Nice
winning
only.
otherwise.
Yeah,
only.
Frog Mike versus Jordy. The winner takes the match.
Let's do it.
Actually, never mind. That's a throw on us. Never mind.
Yeah, Frog Mike will never win
Oh,
1v1. He's a choker.
Sucks.
Winner gets reactors, buddy.
Man.
Oh,
But
if you didn't see, Charlie, we always use our standard issue flare guns secondaries,
I see.
so we could have a flare gun duel.
Yeah.
We've been
Oh, yeah,
training for that.
sure.
like a firing line, like muskets instead of
Exactly.
Yeah.
We all line up.
yeah, like the
And-
Revolutionary War or something.
I'm actually going to head to Ashi's stream, but thank you for the casting, Gumbo, TJ, and CC. You guys are awesome, and I will chat to you guys and hopefully fight you guys next week. All the best.
Yeah,
and
thanks for
Calamity,
coming,
GG,
guys.
brother.
GG's,
And
guys.
one last question for SKL. That was the final game for your season. I think you had a pretty great season. Were you satisfied with how it went and how it ended?
Not how it ended, but how it went. Yeah, it was awesome. I don't think any of us expected to be like in this playoffs at all. So that was just kind of crazy for us to get this far. And I'm just so proud of like all the people in SKL because there was like 3 or 4 of us. Anna joined, which was awesome. So there's like maybe 4 or 5 people with like lane smash experience. Everyone else had never really done this sort of thing. So the amount of improvement that I saw from all them was just astronomical. Like all our squad leads, Rage Twister's our platoon lead, and then Horace, Nocturnal, Wordy, Poncho. They were amazing. So it
I
was.
knew Rage
it was
Twister
good.
was the platoon leader. What a homie. Give my
Yeah.
regards to him. But anyways, that's gonna be it for the post-match interviews. Thanks everybody for watching. Of course, GG's to both teams, 2RAF and SKL. Congrats on 2RAF for winning, and congrats to SKL for a good season. I think, again, as you said, making it to playoffs with the amount of experience you guys had coming in, or the lack of experience you guys had coming in, I think it's very much a good result. So I'm so glad that you guys were able to make it this far. Um, yeah, of course, thanks to the co-casters, CC, Eternal, and TJ. We got a quad cast today, so that's fun. But otherwise, yeah, thanks again for everybody for watching. Stay tuned for the next round of matches I think VCats and KN1 and Gob versus 1TR tomorrow. So